Welcome back, book besties. Welcome to another episode of Reading on the Rocks. We are getting back to our normal read a book and talk about it thing. So we're starting it off with A Stark View by Alexis Patton. But first, before we start talking about the book, let's do our drinks. Morgan, what are you drinking tonight?
Well, it's 10 o'clock on a Monday, so it's some H2O for me today.
Get it correct. It's 9:45 on a Monday.
It's 9:47. That's 10 o'clock, respectfully.
Okay. Respectfully
H2O.
disagree, but okay.
Kelsey, you look like you had something fancy.
Yeah.
I'm back to one that I've done. Chris got me the Sprite Zero Chills, which is cherry lime with my coconut rum. It's very good.
That sounds delicious.
Yummy. I'm drinking a good old fashion just Sprite because it is 9:48 on a Monday and I have to be up to coach my swimmers tomorrow. So
yes, you see, it's only 7:48 for me. 7:48 for me, so I get to live.
Kelsey can party.
You know what I was thinking about? The one time we're gonna be in the same time zone for no, we're not, because you're gonna be gone by the time she leaves.
We just barely are missing each other.
It fucking sucks.
It's Morgan, like 12 days later.
The first time we're gonna be all three together, it will be your wedding.
Yeah.
For the first time in 4 years. All three of us will be together.
That's really sad, actually.
It's a long time.
It's okay. Let's not think about that again.
Let's not talk about that ever.
I don't like that.
Not a fan.
No.
I know, because I'll be literally just barely missing Kelsey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Less than 2 weeks, yeah.
I was thinking earlier today, I'm like, it's going to be nice when Kelsey's in town and we don't have to record so late. And I'm like, well, Chandler's going to have to record early.
Mine will be early, but we're only... Oh, hey, listeners, I'm moving to Egypt. Egypt's only 9 hours ahead. So it won't be as early, but I'll definitely be consuming H2O or tea or coffee. Not an adult bevy, unless for some reason we record in your morning and my night.
We could do our midday.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Your midday,
Saturday afternoon, and your nighttime.
Yeah,
my Saturday evening,
a brunch podcast.
Yes, there we go. We'll have a mimosa.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we should brunch it up.
We should.
Perfect.
Okay. Future plans when Chandler is officially international, brunching it up. Instead of a book podcast, we're going to be a brunch podcast.
And cute.
Also
reading
fun.
on the
pyramids.
On the pyramids? Not where I was going to go, but I like that way more. Reading on the pyramids.
Reading on a camel.
Reading on a camel. Reading on the Sphinx.
Let's read some Magic Treehouse while you're there. The pyramids ones.
Yes.
What?
Magic Treehouse.
Yeah, what about it?
The pyramid one. When they go to Egypt. Let's podcast that one.
I've read some Magic Treehouse.
I love Magic Treehouse. Okay, should we talk about the real book?
We should talk about the book.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Okay. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
Kelsey made us read this one because she loved it.
I did.
I also quite liked it. Morgan, how did you feel about it?
Not a fan. I can already tell.
Liked the majority
of it because she can't say anything.
I liked certain aspects I was in love with. I love are we calling him Takeshi?
Takeshi.
Takeshi? Okay, that's not what it was in my brain, but Takeshi.
Was it Takeshi? That's what it was in my brain.
It's the T word. It starts with T, ends in an I. Takeshi. He was fun. I liked his character a lot. He was fun to kind of figure out, and I liked Canes as well. But it felt kind of young to me, the relationship with like her friends.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of, I don't know, it felt YA just a
Yeah.
smidge.
Yeah. I do think it was, I do think Alexis kind of originally wrote it like that. And this is also like her first one. So it's another one of those like SJM first book. You can definitely tell the first one is a little more YA feel, not as well developed, I don't think. But I will say that the first book, when I read it the first time, I gave it 4 stars. And I remember being like on the fence on whether I was going to read the second one right away. And I just went ahead and did it. The second one, I gave 4.25. I love the second one. And I love it when a second book is better than the first book.
Mm-hmm.
So that one really just sold it to me on the series, and I'm so excited for the third.
There's going to be a third? I thought it was only a duology.
No, it's a trilogy.
Well, I guess I'm waiting until the third comes out.
There's a lot of story left from the way that ended.
Well, yeah, but I really liked the found family of it all. Like,
yeah. Do you
thought
feel like you had? Sorry, go ahead.
I thought it was very well written, and I really enjoyed that part of it. That was, I think, my favorite part, the found family.
That's interesting, because I feel the opposite way. Like, really? I feel really disconnected from those characters. Like, I don't think that they were... I don't know. I don't feel like there was enough meat to their individual stories for me to like them as much as I really wanted to.
Yeah.
I feel like the connection was almost forced too quickly. Yeah. Like, they kind of took her in really quickly, and then the like bond was just there immediately, at least for the other people. Like Kalani, there's a couple times where she tried to like push him away because she never really had any friends or whatever. Mm-hmm. But and they just kind of pushed back against that. So it was kind of like very immediate from their side, just like immediate bond, and then she leaned into it eventually. But I do think it was kind of, it wasn't really built brick by brick through the book. It was just kind of an immediate.
It might be more of a me thing, because I like those, like I like Throne of Glass, where you read this much of a story and then the character development happens in the next 500 pages after the first.
Yeah. It is weird going back to like smaller books, because we are so used to like these long series where it really takes a while to like build these relationships and see the character development. And I had the same issue. I just read the other duology. I just read another duology, finished another duology. The Rebel Witch one by Kristen Ciccarelli or whatever.
The first one that's just Crimson Moth.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just finished that one, and it is really weird to just do a duology. I'm like, I feel like things are happening so fast. Everything's coming together so quickly. Yeah. And it is really weird. And I feel like it's a me problem though, because like the story is great, but for some reason something just doesn't hit, because I'm not like totally entranced in their stories for 600 plus pages every single book or whatever. So I feel like it might be an us problem.
I don't know. I don't have that problem.
If I'm not emotionally ruined by the end of the book.
I feel like you're emotionally invested in every single character you read about after like 2 pages. So Chandler, that's why it's not a problem for you.
Yeah. We're different readers.
Your emotional attachment issues. It's fine.
It's okay.
It's okay. It works. Then every book feels the same for you. That's great.
Yeah, I mean, I fall in love with, like, I'm reading Zodiac right now, and I'm like already like, I loved Trial of the Sun Queen, but honestly, the FMCs in Zodiac, Tori might be my favorite FMC because I fucking love her sarcastic wit.
How far are you? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Not very.
Yeah. I'm in the 4th book.
Yeah.
Didn't you start it like 2 days ago?
Yeah. I told you they're very fast.
Well, they're little though, aren't they?
I started it like, I'll tell you when so I started it And
It
then
wasn't that long ago, Chandler.
It wasn't. I started it and then I got sucked into a super short, okay, the books were short, 5-book series, romance series on TikTok. I found it and then I was like, well, I gotta read that. And so I read that and then I went back to Zodiac. So I started Zodiac on May 10th.
Yeah, that was 2 days ago.
2 days ago. That's literally what I said.
Literally what she said 2 days ago, Chandler.
I didn't believe it.
I can't imagine. It took me 2 weeks to read a 300-page book, guys.
To be fair, Zodiac 1 is only 428. Zodiac 2 is only 540.
They feel very fast though.
They go fast.
They're very easy reads.
And Zodiac 3 is 520 or 562.
What's the other chick's name? It's Tori and
Darcy.
What?
Darcy.
Darcy was my favorite because obviously I like Orion the best.
I love Orion. I think he's my favorite MMC in this one. Like his sass, his wit, his humor, all of it is my favorite. Like I'm here for Orion because he's the grumpy guy.
Yeah, he's the grumpy guy.
But I love Tori's sass, wit, and humor as well.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
But okay, enough about a different book. Let's keep talking about A Dark View.
Yes, so anyway, I do feel like you're kind of like thrust into this, I guess, story in the middle, almost at the end, because she's just sent to prison. And that's where you like tag along. And then you learn about this whole society kind of after the fact, which is crazy.
I would have liked a little bit more of a what happened like before. Even if we just got that part where she ended up with the poetry book, like how she ended up with it or what her life was like before and then how she ended up with it. I think that would have kind of made the beginning of the book flow a little bit better.
Yeah. I feel like that's almost another SJM argument between being thrust into Throne of Glass without all of the background information.
Yeah, but we all love.
I was fine with that. I love being thrust right into the middle of it and learning about it, and then you learn a little bit of backstory piece by piece because I feel like it feels just like a more normal way of getting to know someone. I don't want like a list of everything that's happening to them as it's happening at the beginning, like before they get into shit. Like that's not how you learn about someone, I guess. I just like being thrust into it.
I think I'm with you, like up to a point. Like I don't want any wild curveballs regarding the past because that just feels irrelevant to me most of the time. But like the little snippets of this is why she behaves this way, and this is why this relationship isn't what it is supposed to be. Like that kind of stuff I enjoy. But like the big you're not going to figure out what the plot is until the last 50 pages because we don't know it's kind of like your amnesia theory. I don't like that stuff.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I don't care either way. I'll read it no matter what.
Well, yeah. Chandler will read it no matter what, but she wants to know everything immediately.
I'm incredibly nosy with severe emotional attachment issues. It's fine.
It's just a personal thing.
Honestly, it does bother me. Like, I think that's why I read books so fast because I have responsibilities and commitments now and I have to know what happened. So I can't, and like, it'll bother my brain. Like, it will bother my brain if I don't know what happens.
I have to really enjoy the character to get to that stage.
Yeah.
No. Not a thing for me. I just like
here for plot.
I'm
Oh, should we talk about what kind of readers we are since we did that quiz?
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah.
So you remember the colors?
A couple days ago, Morgan sent us a quiz. We should shout out creator who created this quiz. It was like a what type of reader quiz are you? And it was incredibly accurate. I think Kelsey or Morgan are pulling up the
Yeah, I'm pulling it up.
creator. We got to shout him out because he was like on
I don't think
it.
he
And it
was
was
the creator. He was.
I think if you watched that video, he was like, I created this.
Well, then let's holler at him.
Morgan, you shared the video.
Yeah, but I don't think
Yeah,
he was
but-
the creator. Okay, you guys are gonna have to pull my stats
I'm
of the chat.
I'm
I can't
pulling.
find my phone.
I'm pulling. Yeah, I have to scroll back real far, guys, because that's
We
just how
chatting.
much we text. Oh, there we go. We're finally getting there. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
So the creator is Stephen Jr. Reese, or Stephen J. Reese. And he did a video about what's your what's it called? We use
What
read
color
your
of reader
color.
are you?
What color of reader are you? Readyourcolor.com is the quiz, and you figure out which color of reader you are. And then the color is kind of he does a video explaining what each of the colors were. So Morgan, since she doesn't have her phone, she was 60% yellow reader, 55% orange reader were her top two.
What was the
So-
word that was
that adds
connected
up.
to Morgan?
It was
For,
character,
Yellow reader.
like connection to the character, and then the second one was the lost, being
Mhm.
lost in a book, I think, or emotional.
Yep.
Was it like emotional connection or something?
Yeah, I think it was emotional. And then Lost is definitely orange.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that was yours,
Yep.
your biggest one.
So-
Yeah, go you
yeah.
next, Kel.
Yeah, mine was very, very heavily orange reader, 65%, which is the lost in the world reader. I need to be lost. I need to escape reality. That's the type of reader I am. And my second one was yellow, but it was way down at 35%. So really, I just want to get out of my reality.
Fuck
Just
reality.
wanna get out. That's funny.
Kelsey, do you have my stats? Because I know I had like
Yes.
3 really high ones.
You
Yeah,
did.
it just
Your-
confirmed that you will literally read anything. Is all
Yeah.
that did for you.
Pretty much confirms that Chandler will read anything. Her top one was a red reader at 80%. Then she was followed by orange and yellow. So the red reader was, I forget what it was.
It was like you had to you wanted like the suspense of it. Like you wanted to know what was going to happen next. And you liked the twists and the turns and stuff like that. But like if you watch the video, he like just says one word to describe each of the colors and how that word applies to you or whatever. And I did the quiz and then watched the video, and I sat there like, holy shit, this is accurate.
Yeah, he clocked us for sure.
the
all three of
red
us.
reader. Oh, the red reader wants to be mind blown.
That's what it is. He wants us to
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mind
Do you think
blown
I'm a
is
red reader because my mind is so easily blown?
Probably.
Likely.
And then, yeah, orange was lost. And then yellow was attached. Yeah,
Ugh,
you need
see,
to feel
that-
attached.
That's so.
It's
that's
so
hilarious,
very
actually. Well, it
accurate.
was-
So
Yeah.
so if any listeners want to check out what kind of reader they are, you guys should do that and check out that website because it was very on point for us
Yeah.
three.
Let us
for
know
sure.
what kind of reader you are. 'Cause that
Yeah,
would be
yeah.
for sure. I'm interested.
We want to know
I
if it was
really-
accurate for you.
For sure. I want to meet like a purple reader who reads just to be the smartest person in the room.
I know.
My husband,
Couldn't
ladies
be
and
me.
gentlemen.
Oh, you should make
Oh,
Caleb take
we
it.
found it. We should make Caleb take it, but we all three of us 100% know he's going to be purple reader.
Oh my God, 100%. Like, I can make him take it. I think I'll make him take it and come back with results for the next episode. But he is 100% a purple reader. Like,
That's hilarious.
the stuff that he reads, and he reads it for fun. And I'm just like, why?
Couldn't be
doesn't
me.
this stuff
Caleb
put you
is
to
just
sleep?
a one of a kind kind of guy.
He really is. Like,
He really is.
you guys have never heard of this because I've never heard of this, but he reads this magazine. It's called The Economist. And yeah, he reads it. He
Wow.
reads it religiously.
Yucky. Yucky.
The
I don't like
Economist. He
that.
reads it religiously, and like he's read stories on like current president's security advisor or
Oh my God.
like fires, the fire season in Montana. Although I think he did that for a class. I could be wrong. But he reads things. He reads a lot of political science, and I just don't understand how he does it.
Political science is his tog.
Yeah,
Hilarious.
he literally.
Gross.
We were on a plane.
His Roman Empire.
Roman Empire. No, when we were flying back from Texas in January, I was reading.
Rowan is President Lincoln.
Oh
I
my
didn't even know what I
gosh,
was reading
yes.
in January. I know. He was reading it over my shoulder though. As we were like, our son was sleeping. I had my Kindle. He didn't have anything because he's a psychopath who doesn't like, he likes to be alone with his thoughts. Who the fuck likes that? First of all, we've discussed this, but Caleb gives serial
Not
killer
I.
vibe. Anyways, he was reading over my shoulder and he was like, I was like, are you ready? Like we were reading it together and he was like, how do you read this shit? Like I don't
Easily.
get it. Like I don't understand why you're so emotionally attached to these characters. Because I am. He's been on the receiving end of some tears. He doesn't get it.
He just doesn't get it.
They never
Which
do.
is so funny because he has signed.
they never do.
No, but he has signed copies of the Aragon series that he got from the author,
Ooh,
and he
that's
loved Harry Potter. And so it's so
What
funny
went
that
wrong?
now
How can he not make that leap then?
I don't know. It's so funny because he loves Harry Potter, and he has those signed
But
copies,
he's
and
not
so
even
like
a movie guy either. So we can't even use that as an excuse.
no, when we first started dating, we watched Harry Potter like on repeat when we first started dating. But yeah, now he likes to be alone with his thoughts because he's a psychopath. It's fine. If I ever end up murdered one day, my husband.
So he's not an orange. We've gathered that.
No.
Yeah.
No. He's not a yellow.
Not yellow. No emotional
No
connection.
attachment at all.
But
That's so
I'm gonna
funny.
make him take the quiz. I'll make him take it when I see him at the end of the month.
So
Do it.
funny.
Should we talk
Guess we
further
should
on
get
this
back
book? We haven't really talked
get
about
back
it.
to this book again.
Yeah, I know we've gone off on several tangents.
Tell me
Yeah,
how you
that's
feel. Tell me how you feel about the robot when they ripped his head off of his shoulders and he was a robot.
That was fucking wild.
Yeah, I definitely didn't see it coming.
I was like,
There's no tells for this.
yeah. It was like there's no Easter eggs. Like guys, I'm a
Yeah.
theory queen and I
No.
have no theories.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Ginger stumped.
I don't like I literally cannot hypothesize what's going to happen next.
Yeah, I feel like there was no crumb trail
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
as to why there are robots. It did feel low key. It felt like a Phineas and Ferb episode. Like Dr. Doofenshmirtz was doing something shady. Like I don't know.
Harry the platypus.
I couldn't really take the hidden robot guy serious.
Yeah. I get that. Especially like
Yeah.
it's you had no indication of that
Mhm.
before.
And he was
It's
like,
just kind of weird.
yeah, so now who's the bad guy? The warden still?
Guess. I don't know.
All of the higher members of society.
I
The fucking
suppose.
mayor dude. The mayor dude is the bad guy.
They did.
Mhm.
I did gasp though when they mowed down the prisoners. That was alarming.
yes.
I could tell what
was-
was happening as soon as he started reading off the names.
Yeah.
Like, these fuckers, he's gonna kill them all. Sure enough. That was pretty intense.
Yeah.
I do want to know if there's like a fated mates aspect of it. Like, I know that like that society dystopian doesn't do like fated mates, but I feel like the FMC and the MMC have like a weird fated thing shit happening right now.
I think I'd be inclined to disagree with you on that. Perhaps trauma bond.
Perhaps. Perhaps some trauma bond.
Definitely some trauma bond.
I wouldn't go fated mates.
I
There's no real...
don't want to give anything away. Or
Have you read the second one?
yes, I've read the second one.
I thought you said you hadn't. Oh, wait,
No,
no,
I
yeah.
have.
No, you did.
Yeah, I did.
She's waiting for the third.
I am waiting patiently for the third. I will say, don't read the second one. Until the third one comes out, Chandler. You'll be so mad at me if I tell you to read the second one. It's a big cliffhanger. Yes. Like a giant. Like I gasped, jaw on floor.
Holy.
I was so.
When's the
pissed.
third one out?
I don't know.
Try.
I don't know because I know she's kind of like an indie self-published author, so I don't know exactly when. She TikToks and everything super religiously and replies to everyone and said that she's gonna get it out as soon as
Alexis
possible.
Patton, when is the third one coming out?
I wasn't very nice. What was her name? Alexis
Patton, yeah.
Alexis. I love...
I know, Morgan, I feel like don't.
No, we're fine.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Because we can say Chandler absolutely loved this book. I love this book, but not as much as I love the second one. That's for sure.
Yeah, but like also authors put their shit out there knowing that not everybody is going to love their books.
Yeah.
Because we all go through different experiences and we all have different things that we connect with in the books.
It's true. I think it's a lot of my book hang-ups is literally a me problem. It doesn't reflect like at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
The writing. And I feel that too. I think it was really well written too.
Yeah. It's beautiful writing.
I love the little excerpts. I love the poems.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was beautiful.
I liked Winnie too. She was. I feel
Winnie
like
was so
if there was
sweet.
any kind of emotional connection between Keynes and a character that wasn't male main character, it'd be Winnie, and I really enjoyed her.
Yeah, I like Winnie.
I like her vibe.
Yeah, she's so sweet.
Anyone that wears a purple dress and lives in a library is my kind of person.
For sure.
For sure. Her.
I will say, yeah, I feel like, I mean, I like this book and I definitely love the second one, but I do feel like there's just like different phases of your life. If I had read this book when I was 20 years old, this would have been my ride or die fucking book at 20 years old, my dystopian era book. This would have been the book of all books in that era of my life. So
I honestly, if I was 20 years old, I wouldn't have read this book. I'm gonna be honest. When I was 20, I was die-hard fantasy or die-hard romance.
I was big dystopian.
And
then you two talking about Sarah J. Maas and my desire to bond with my brother's chosen people.
And now look at you with SJM.
And now look at you. We basically just peer pressured you into this.
Yeah. We're like, actually,
no, you didn't though.
You're gonna be part of it.
It's like I remember the conversation you guys were talking about Sarah J. Maas books and stuff like that, and I was like, who is this lady? I need to know more. Is literally what happened. It wasn't even peer pressure. You're like, you should try it, and then you just continue to talk.
No,
just your had FOMO. Some serious FOMO and all.
Yeah, I had FOMO and my desire to bond.
Do we have? Oh, I don't have my phone. Otherwise, I'd give you quotes. Because there was.
Ooh, I do.
I highlighted a few actually.
I do have quotes. Yeah.
I
think the quotes in here were really good too.
I do think so. The part where we were talking about him being a robot. I do think it's hilarious that Takeshi just ripped off someone's head. He didn't know he was a robot.
I know.
He just ripped off his head. And when what's her face just stood there and was like, "You ripped off his head. You You ripped off his head.
Wait a second.
She just said it over and over again. I thought that was hilarious. And then they were like, oh
when I
yeah,
read
he's
that,
a
I thought
robot.
that he might have like some kind of superpower.
Mhm.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like something's fishy.
Yeah.
I feel like.
You feel like you know.
already.
No, I feel like. I don't know
Okay.
that. I don't know that.
Okay, so mine, this just made me audibly giggle.
Perfect.
It was from page 110. Be honest with me, she sighed. How bad do I look? Do you want the truth? No, I want you to lie to me. Yes, the truth. And it just made me giggle. Like, I've said that a couple times to people in my life, and it just made me giggle.
I do like Kalani, and she literally like just can't shut herself up because she's, I mean,
Yeah, I
she
love
like
that.
tries to like internally, okay, you got to get it together. You got to not make him mad because he's the guardian. He's gonna kill you, and then she just can't help
She gets
herself. She
snippy.
just blurts. She just blurts out snarkiness. I love it. It's
I
one of
do
my
love her
favorite
snark.
things. Yeah, she's got the snark. It's so great.
I love a good snark.
I have one. I think this was early, chapter 6, page 42. The truth is, it's not the hurt you see that's dangerous. It's the hurt you hide that's the real menace. Jesus.
I might have highlighted that one too. Oh, I found it. I was
Oh,
sitting on it
yeah.
the whole time. Oh no, I have to go back too.
Yeah, I had a few of those. Her little like openers to the chapters.
Mhm.
I love them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are really good.
Oh, I got. Oh wow, I highlighted a lot actually.
Ooh.
She's got to find her favorite.
Now I have to. Yeah, now I have to find a good one.
Is now the time for the Jeopardy song?
You what?
Do do do
No,
do do
I have
do do.
anxiety, crippling anxiety.
Welcome to the
Oh,
club.
God.
Okay, I've got two.
Okay.
Page 153. Beware the woman scorned. She was more dangerous than any nuclear bomb. That was a fun one I enjoyed.
That was a good one.
I remember that one.
Mm-hmm. Beware a woman scorned. That's just,
I mean,
yeah.
That's your bread and
That's
butter.
fucking cool. Yeah. And then page 194, it was right after she had been attacked for the second time. I looked down at her with concern, tenderness, and a depth of angry passion that rivaled every story that'd been written and song that'd been sung. I like that one too.
Beautiful. That was a good one. I think right at that same time I highlighted a different right at that same spot. Yeah, right at that same spot, he then says, "Be still, Canes. Nothing in this world would make you put you down right now."
I highlighted that one too.
Yeah.
Be still, Canes. Mm-hmm.
That's a good one. Did you guys have any icks besides the robot head getting ripped off?
No.
Me either.
That's my ick.
Yeah. Probably just that. I can't think of any other icks specifically. I mean, this second time that I skimmed the second time. So I can't think of anything that really stuck out.
Makes sense. Should Morgan and I rate it? We know Kelsey. Well, Kelsey, what was your second rate? Your second time going through, what did you rate?
I think the second time I'm going to stick with the 4. I think it's right on the cusp for me because that's my reread ability. So it's right on the edge. Obviously, I skimmed it the second time. I didn't read. But I think it's good enough to go to the second book, and I do think her second book is better. So I love that.
Morgan, what was yours?
I don't know. I went back and forth for a while. I think that there is something to be said about the fluidness of the writing that should be just ranked on its own accord because it was gorgeous. It was perfect. Mm-hmm. The story I just didn't like as much as I wanted to, so I settled on 3.5. That's what I'm going for. Because I loved the writing and I love I don't know. I feel like the language of it all was it was nice and flowy and I don't know, good. I liked it. What did you do?
I'm also gonna go 4. I feel like for me, it can if I have a plan to only read a couple chapters and it hooks me in to where I need to finish the freaking book before I can go to bed, it gets a 5. It gets a 4 in my book, in my world. Not 5, but it gets a 4. Like I had planned on only reading a couple chapters because I wanted to go to bed early. I didn't think it was going to hook me in, and it did, and I was like, okay, guess I'm just going to finish it. So that's mine.
Pretty good.
Kelsey, do you want to talk about what we're reading next?
Yes. So, next time in 2 weeks, because we're on every other week now, we are going to read the first half of Silver Elite by Danny Francis. So we're going to read chapters 1 through 27. And that's like 50%. So that'll be for
Sweet.
next time in 2 weeks.
We're going to go back to our regular format.
Yeah.
Or actually back to your regularly scheduled programming.
All right, guys. I guess we'll see you next time.
Yeah, I don't feel like we have anything else to say.
That's it.
Didn't really have anything. That was it.
Thanks for listening.
We gotta get back into the swing of this, I guess.
All right. Well.
All right. Well, okay.
Ta-ta.
Bye.
Bye.